The Sith Empire would invade the Republic in 3681, beginning the Great Galactic War. Revan succeeded in delaying the Sith Empire's invasion for roughly 2.5 centuries. Locked in his timeless prison, he still resisted the Emperor, his mind alert and aware, but his body preserved within his cell. But even he knew his efforts could not be successful forever. With the beginning of the Great Galactic War in 3681, it dragged on for almost 3 decades, and even within this time, Revan would not give up on his efforts to manipulate the Emperor. With time, the war proved devastating for both sides, and Revan would use his influence to sway the Emperor to seek a peace with the Republic, albeit a false one, bringing the war to a halt in 3653. As the Republic became aware of the Sith Empire, even this slight pause of hostilities provided a time for it to grow stronger and adapt. As long as he could, Revan would buy time to aid the galaxy, but even with his greatest efforts, he could not delay the Emperor's plans forever. He would soon push his plans to begin his dark ritual, intent on eradicating all life in the galaxy. Surik's spirit, still with him, could sense Revan's strength faltering as the Emperor's power grew, and she knew there was no purpose in attempting to delay the inevitable anymore. If left imprisoned, Revan would soon be consumed, along with everything in the galaxy. By this time, the Republic and the Jedi Order had been rebuilt.
She is here, a Jedi without physical form. Her body is long dead, but her wisdom, her essence, lives on.
She reached out across the stars to the Jedi, warning them that a darkness was coming, a darkness that would devour all life it touches, and that she foresaw nothing but ashes across lifeless worlds.
The bond weakens, my friend. I'll take things from here. She's told me many things, revealed the existence of an Imperial prison in the constantly shifting Maelstrom Nebula, and a way to get there. The only way to navigate the Maelstrom is using a Gree computer hidden at an Imperial fortress.
As the Jedi now knew what it held, they were prepared to invest significant resources in finding a way through it. The Republic's strike team succeeded in infiltrating the prison and fighting through to Revan's holding cell. The Jedi who found Revan released his body from the constraints after 300 years of imprisonment.
I can feel... No. No! What have you done? There's nothing to restrain him now.
Broken from his trance, Revan feared nothing remained to keep the Emperor's will in check. But before he could truly voice his fears, he could finally sense her, after all these years. Sensing a familiar presence offered comfort, but Revan was also deeply saddened that after all this time she had not become one with the Force. But how could she? How could she leave him to the Emperor's will alone? She was a unique being, and perhaps the wound she carried in life aided her in death, allowing her to manipulate the Force in ways no other Jedi could. All her choices, her mistakes, and sacrifices brought her to this point, for without her, Revan would have fallen under the Emperor's will long ago. She was truly loyal until the end, and even beyond it. She had done her part, and her spirit finally allowed itself a brief rest. But the exile's part in this was not yet over. She aided her master, her friend, but one last journey now remained. There she would wait for him, for them all, at the end of all things, For as long as the Emperor lived, she could not truly be one with the Force. After his release from imprisonment, the Republic asked Revan to join them in their efforts against the Empire. But knowing as much as he did about the enemy, he viewed the Emperor's downfall as his responsibility, and his alone. After being imprisoned for so long, destroying the Emperor became his purpose for existing. Nothing else mattered. He may have been able to hide it from his new allies, but he was not the same.
We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars.
He shared all the secrets, tactics, every bit of information he had about the Emperor and his forces with the Jedi Council. He had done his part and brought invaluable information about the enemy to ensure the survival of the Republic. But his will, intent on being the one who will destroy the Emperor, could not stand still. He would now follow a new path without allies. The Republic and its Jedi didn't protest and allowed Revan to do as he wished.
There's one secret the Emperor never pried from me. A place called the Foundry. In the wrong hands, it can exterminate civilizations. In my hands, it will save the galaxy. You should return to the fight for as long as it lasts.
He planned on using the Foundry as a means to take down the Empire and its ruler, but Revan sorely underestimated the Sith Empire. Just like the Republic, they adapted over the centuries. They had talented individuals leading its expansion, agile Sith Lords and Imperial agents. They easily tracked his whereabouts after his escape.
The Emperor's prisoner, the escaped Jedi Master, has unwittingly led us to the Nanthri system. That is the location of the Foundry, an ancient alien space station embedded inside an asteroid, built by a species that once ruled the galaxy, whose technologies make our own look primitive. Our Jedi Master knew their secrets well.